Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to do an all signs for the Aries collective, what their true intentions are or were. Okay, this could be somebody that you were dealing with in the past and you just wanted confirmation on what were their intentions with you. Or this could be somebody you're dealing with now and you're confused about what they really want from you. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what their intentions are. I will be time stamping. That by the time you watch this, it'll be time stamped already. But if it's a premiere, because it's going to be pre-recorded, you're going to have to watch it all the way through. All right, so you'll have to come back and take a look and see your sign. So again, just in case you're new and you don't know, this is an all Aries channel. So the sign that you're looking for is the sign of the person that you're inquiring about and wanting to know what their intentions are. Okay, so the first we're going to do is Aries. If you are inquiring about another Aries, this is where we begin. All right, so in 1 minute, let's go. I'm going to be using the Love Oracle deck. This is a subscriber gifted deck. I think this was on my wish list, which is in the description box, and I'll be using the Island Time Wellness. These will be the two cards that I'll be using to see what their intentions were, and if I feel called to pull anything else, I will. Okay, for further clarification. So let's take a look here. This is for Aries, wanting to know what another Aries' true intentions were. Okay, tell me, Holy Spirit. All right. So the first card we got is Party. Can't see that. Party, celebration, event, public, social gathering. This could be, I'm using love cards, so it could be somebody that you're intimate with, in a relationship with, but if you can apply it to any other person, friend, coworker, anything, it's up to you. Whatever resonates, whatever you feel resonates. These will probably be very specific, so don't just make anything fit. All right, let's see here. This is for the Aries, inquiring about another Aries. All right, so we got party, celebration, event, public gathering, and we got palm tree. Okay, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Let's take a look here. I'm getting messages already. I can hear it already. So let me see here. The Page of Cups just fell out. Tell me more here. What is this person's, this Aries intentions with the Aries who's watching? All Pentacles. All Pentacles. Tell me more about this. Tell me about this. Okay. Interesting. So what I was getting before I even got to the tarot Aries is that there may have been somebody where it started out as something that it wasn't. It was supposed to be a fun thing. It was never supposed to be a serious thing with the party celebration. Like you could have met at a party. It could have just been something that was very exciting, and it was never meant to be anything long term if we're talking in a sense of relationship. Um, because what I heard when those two cards is out, that their intention changed. So I feel like they may have seen something or recognized something within you, and everything, the ball game changed. Okay, we got the Ace of Pentacles, which is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Okay, I want to say this, as somebody saw you, I don't know, after a while, but they saw you as a very valuable asset. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles and we got the Six of Pentacles. I'm also getting here that I feel like after a while of knowing you, they wanted to invest. They wanted something to be reciprocated. But the thing is, here with the Six of Pentacles, sometimes it's breadcrumbing, and we got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles here. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. let me tell you this. I'm also getting here. I mean, this is strong sense. I said this already. Somebody may have seen you first and it was strictly a good time. Okay. Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. They saw you, and Six of Pentacles is my dating card too. So it's like it was kind of like a hookup situation. They found you very attractive. They definitely wanted to do you. Okay. They definitely wanted to do you. But I'm getting here after a period of being with you or investing with you, they decided that they wanted something more with you. And I feel like that may have frightened them. I think that's why this Nine of Swords energy is here. I feel like this person used to stay up late thinking about you, obsessing about you, having a new beginning or a commitment with you, building with you, growing with you. Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of Pentacles here. So this person could be, they could have very strong earth in their chart because this is another Aries. I don't say that, but they could have very strong earth in their chart as well if you know their birth chart. But this is another Aries we're talking about. It just seems that there was something here of value. I want to say this. I feel like this started out as something where it was supposed to be fun. It was never supposed to be serious, but they realized your value, your worth. And I want to say a lot of, and obviously your worth is not tied to your assets and how much money you make, but this person particularly, I think they saw you as, I want to say a come up, because I do feel like this person has feelings. It's not really a come up, but they saw you as a very valuable asset. Okay, let me say it like that, because for some with the palm tree, I don't want to say that it's love. It's not love. I'm not getting anything about love. So I'm not getting anything. Let me see here. How does this person feel about? How does this Aries feel about? How does this person feel? This Aries feel about the Aries that is inquiring? I get a lot of passion. Okay. I get a lot of passion. When I asked how they feel about you, we got the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I'm getting the energy that you're not speaking to this person currently. Okay. You may be on the outs. They may be feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, thrown, discarded. I don't know. They feel discarded by you, but they're wanting to communicate with the Ace of Swords, and they're wanting to express the passion and the intensity that they have for you, Aries. I'm not saying that this person doesn't love you. I'm not getting love. Okay. So if you know that this person has told you that they love you and that there's love in between you two, then that's fine. Right here, I'm not getting love. I'm just getting here as like somebody who saw somebody as a valuable asset and maybe had a very intense passion for them. Okay. And if you guys are disconnected, this person could definitely want to reconcile. If you can see there's reconciliation, and then look what's underneath there. Hook up. Hook up. I'm getting a very intense, passionate situation here that I think somebody may have seen dollar signs after. Okay. So I'm not saying that there wasn't love, but I don't know. All right. So let's move on. So the Aries inquiring about a Taurus to know what this Taurus's intentions are with you. What is for Aries, a Taurus that you are inquiring about? What are their intentions for you? What are their true intentions for you? This is for Aries inquiring about a Taurus. Okay. What is this Taurus's true intentions for the Aries that is asking? Oh, goodness. We have a few cards. Let's go here. What is this Taurus's true intentions for the Aries that is asking? Goodness, what's going on? Maybe a lot has transpired in between you guys, because I got three that could be significant. Let me take a look. Take a look here. Mm, 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 mm. Let me just tell you, before I even read the cards here, Aries, if you were dealing with another Taurus, you ignited something in this person. Okay, you made this person feel alive. And I feel like whoever this is was not used of healthy connections, was not used of healthy relationships, and they fought this connection. Even though their intuition or their gut feeling was telling them that you were the one, you were the person they were supposed to be with, they caused a lot of trouble, a lot of drama. They played a lot of games because they were fighting their intuition. Okay, so what was their intention? I feel like I don't know what the dynamic was when they first met you, but I feel like this person's intention with everyone, and this is not just you, everyone, is to kind of not just hit it and quit it, but I do feel like there's a, if the feelings get too strong, I'm going to pull out because somebody doesn't know how to deal with those type of emotions. Okay. All right, I'm getting like, ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so the Aries, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you may have went through a lot with this person. You got surrender here, letting go, release, give up, patience. You got intuition, gut feeling. Let me see if you can see this here. All right, cards are beautiful. Gut feeling, psychic premonition, sixth sense. You got toxic relationship. Okay, fighting, codependent, misunderstanding, and trigger. Out of the Island Time Wellness, you got coffee cup. And it says meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. You have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint, and hands of card. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk being strategic, options, not showing true hand. Let's pull the tarot. But I'm telling you, I mean, the tarot is going to clarify that. That is clear as day. I feel like this Taurus, whoever you were inquiring about, Aries, I feel like they jump out of relationships regardless. Let's say this is a long-term relationship. I don't feel like they ever completely gave like they needed to give. I don't know, because I feel like there's always one step or feeling like there was going to be some sort of disaster at ending. And even let's just say this was a long-term relationship. This could have been a person who had other options throughout this relationship because of fear of going all in to one person. I mean, there's marriages like that, you know? It's like why you walk down the aisle if you're not going to be faithful? See what I mean? Look at that, Five of Cups and the Justice card right underneath here. Um, this person's energy is coming through very strongly, and I wonder why. Maybe they just couldn't. This is the type of energy where they couldn't tell you, obviously, right? They couldn't really explain this. But let's see here. What is this person's Ten of Cups? I'm telling you, I'm getting this energy that I don't even want to say deep down inside. They were good moments. Like this wasn't an all toxic relationship. I truly feel like Aries, you made this person feel really good. Okay. You made this person feel really good. There was times you made this person feel really happy. Like they didn't know that they could feel this way, especially with the coffee cup here. It says meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. And the first card here is the 10 of Cups. I feel like, and I'm seeing the High Priestess there, you really ignited something in this person. Three of Swords. They can't, it's almost like this person can't handle a good relationship. There's like in this self-sabotaging energy, or it's like if they don't have control of the relationship, they ruin it. We got the Six of Wands here. We got the Emperor, and we got the Two of Cups. I don't feel like this person's, let me tell you this, if this person could stay with you, I don't know if you're together or not, but if this person could stay with you and you turn a blind eye, and they have their cake and eat it too, I feel like this would be a connection that would last for a long time. I mean, toxic relationship. It would probably last for a long time knowing that it doesn't need to, but this is the type of person that has a good thing, but is going to cheat because they don't want to be all in a situation. See what I'm saying? It's like the type of person who's going to cheat and say, well, at least I had something to back a backup plan, even though they had the plan right in front of them. It's just like a fear of something going right here. So it's definitely a very toxic energy here. It's their way of controlling the situation here. And Aries, and just in case, has nothing to do with you. This person absolutely saw your worth and they loved you. This was a soulmate. Okay. They just were in denial. And even if they told you they loved you for real. They just couldn't allow themselves to be all the way vulnerable. Okay. So they kept other options. They liked a lot of attention with the Six of Wands here. They liked a lot of attention. And then look at the bottom of the deck, the sabotage. I'm telling you, this person sabotaged the connection. All right. That was kind of intense. See, that's the type of thing that nobody's going to tell you. That's their intention. You know what I'm saying? To self-sabotage a relationship so they don't, be vulnerable. That's it. But those are the type of things that nobody's really going to tell you. That's why you need these type of readings. All right, let's see here. Now, there are some people who say, I want to marry you, and that's their intention. They really are, Their pure intention is to marry you and live happily ever after. This is probably going to pick up the more complex reading. So let's take a look here. We are on Gemini. So Aries dealt with whatever, a Gemini. Let's see what their intentions were for you. All right. What was this Gemini's intentions for Aries? What was this Gemini's intentions for Aries? Let me make sure my rainy jazz music is on. Whew. All right, got to make it a little light in here. Can't find my regular jazz station that I listen to. Oh, let me see. Oof. I don't know about this one. I can already tell. Let's see here. What was this Gemini's intentions? Give me one more. What was this Gemini's intentions for? They gave me two more. The Gemini is always going to be confusing. Let's see here. Oof. All right. So I'm getting the feeling here. This could have not been a third party situation, but just if it was, why do I keep sliding back? I don't know. Let me show you the cards, Aries. So we got new love. Okay. New love. Honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, new beginning. We got heartbroken. Okay. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. We got the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. You got mask. Okay. Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. And you have you deserve love, which you are lovable, and you have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I also got at the bottom of the deck snake, and I do feel like this has to do with something deception, temptation, shady, enemy. Aries, if this was a new person that came into your life or is coming into your life, okay, for what I feel like this may be somebody that's our situation that's already passed, but just hang in there with me. I feel like this person, their intentions, they wanted to love you. I feel like there was something that there was something that was holding them back. Like there was something that they couldn't completely tell you. And I'm getting my intuition is telling me there's another person that they may have been connected to before you. And maybe even strongly connected to, like Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Let me see here. or for a long time they were connected. Let me see, because I feel like this is a third party situation, but let me see. Look at that. The Seven of Swords is trying to come out. Because I don't like to always just throw a third party situation in, but it just, for whatever reason, I feel like this person is hurt because they can't love you the way that they wanted to love you. Two of Cups, yeah, definitely love you. It's a soulmate. And I'm almost giving the energy. We got the Empress here that fell out. I'm gonna leave it there. Almost getting the energy of this person. If you could wait for them, that's what they would want. You know? Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. There's a third party. Queen of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. There's a third party. There was some juggling here. I want to say this. Now, I don't know where you fit in here, Aries. I don't know if you are the third party. I don't know if you're not. I don't know. But I'm about to say this, so you know where you are. And so you just, I feel like whoever this Gemini is, when they met you, I'm going to say it to you, Aries, when they met you, they may have been connected to something before, previously. Maybe more long term, maybe have a baby mama, baby father type of energy here. I think when they met you, you ignited something in them. Okay. Something that the other person did not. Okay. The thing is that they were still connected to someone. They know that you deserve better than what they could give you. Okay. I don't feel like this person truly showed you the full extent of their emotions for you, which was probably pretty deep. Okay. If this is finding those energies, if there could be a next lifetime, like Erica Badu, I can't even talk, like Erica Badu, then that's what the situation would be. Like, would you wait for me next lifetime? Almost energy here. I feel like this person, whether you're connected to them or not, they still think about you a lot. And if you were sexually involved, they still think about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, a lot, a lot. And there's love here. There really was love here, even though there was deception, even though there possibly was cheating. And again, I don't know where you fall on that, if you were the one that was cheated on or you were the one that was cheating with. There was love here. Okay. There was love here for a third party. Now, I want to say this. I want to say this. Some of you, if you got together with a Gemini and they cheated on you and that's how the relationship ended, they regret that because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. They regret cheating on you with someone, this Jezebel energy, whoever it could be, I don't know. They regret it, but they're pretending like they don't care. Okay. I hope you're following me. If you were in a long-term relationship with a Gemini and they cheated on you and you guys broke up, they regret it, but they're pretending like they don't care. Okay. And I want to say they indulging in a lot of sexual activity to try to get over you. Okay. That was very specific. I think all of these are going to be very specific here, but, their intentions, and it just depends. This one depends on really where you fall on, but their intentions, whoever you are, Aries, I'm speaking to the Aries, was to love you, but they couldn't. Now, I'm not sticking up for them. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. It just feels like they couldn't because they were already attached to something. They couldn't give you the love that you deserved. When this card comes out, you deserve love. They couldn't give you the card that they deserve. You deserve the love that you deserved. What is going on with my speech right now? What is going on with my speech? All right, let's take a look at a Cancer here. Aries inquiring about a Cancer. I got to put something behind this chair so I can stop sitting back. I had to do that. All right. Aries inquiring about a Cancer. What is this Cancer's intentions toward him? This should be more like intentions and feelings. because, I'm saying more of the feelings and intentions, but it is what it is. Let's see here. What is this Cancer's feelings for Aries? I mean, intentions for Aries. Shit, intentions and feelings. All right. Whew. All right. Let me see here. Mm. All right. Did my phone die? Always. Aries. We have fated meeting. Okay, it says meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. Got a lot of cards because I just wanted to see what was going on. We got the hand of cards here. Okay, taker's chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling, but it's in reverse. You have passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. And a mask, okay? Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. And then we have the snake here. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. And I also pulled release your ex. Aries, I'm getting this energy here. We got the new love at the bottom of the deck, and we got paradise here at the bottom of the deck. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. I feel like this person was scorned by an ex. I think when they met you, they immediately thought that you were the one. Okay. There was some sort of strong feeling or chemistry between you two. Very intense. But also I'm getting as just as intense, I'm getting a lighthearted energy too. Like a friendship. Something like that. I'm seeing here with the devil in reverse. There was something here that happened to this person where they were scorned, maybe by a toxic lover or an ex here. It made it very hard for them to open up and trust. So this one's a little weird. It's a little weird because it's like I don't know if anything ever really transpired between you two. Maybe it did. Maybe you are in a relationship and it's kind of confusing because you don't know you feel like this person's hiding things or pulling back. I keep seeing the Seven of Swords. I think this is kind of like the Aries reading. Maybe I don't know, maybe they have Aries in their chart too. But let's see here. What is this person's intentions with Aries? Who we on? Cancer. This Cancer's intentions with Aries. Eight of Wands. It's that passion again. They want to tell you. They want to express that passion. Two, we have the Magician here, Gemini energy, and the Five of Swords. They're playing games. So tell me about what this person's intentions are with Aries. Ooh, Three of Swords. Tell me about the Magician. Four of Pentacles. It's a real manipulative energy. I can't even lie. It's a very manipulative energy. I do believe that there's some sort of heartbreak here. Nine of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. I do believe that this person experienced some sort of heartbreak, and because of this heartbreak, they play games. Like they won't allow anybody to really get close to them, or they've gone through a lot of mental trauma, like a lot of trauma. They may even have PTSD from a relationship. Okay, this person here, Aries, this person could have really come off like a player, like where they express passion to you, then pulled back, then tried to restart something with you and play games and, entertain other options. I'm not in defense of this person at all, because it's like, look, if you need therapy, go get therapy. Because you know what I'm saying? This is the type of energy of hurt people hurt people. With that being said, I feel like when they met you, there was a very strong, intense connection, chemistry, and passion. They may not have played on it, they may not have acted on it, or if you guys were intimate or in a relationship, they tend to play a lot of games, mind games, manipulative games, things like that. And they cheated and they did their own thing too. You know what I'm saying? I am getting it stemming from an ex situation, whether they either couldn't let their ex go or an ex, really did them dirty and damaged them. Okay. To the point where now they're pulling back. They're not really engaging in anything. But it's a shame because I seemed like you two were supposed to meet. This was divine with this fated meeting here. It was supposed to be this in between you two. But again, so many relationships don't make it to where it's supposed to be because of people who won't heal themselves. Yeah, and I mean, like the Hierophant is here. I feel like, this was supposed to be a relationship that really went somewhere. It really was. Like you were supposed to end up with this person in some capacity, but they couldn't let go of an ex. They couldn't let go of an ex. So they played a lot of games, or an ex really did them dirty. And so they hid their true feelings for you, and they would never fully open up and express what they needed to, or they couldn't be who needed you to. They couldn't be who you needed them to be, who they were supposed to be in the relationship, not who you needed them to be, but who the reason why they were supposed to come into your life, they couldn't do that. Their intentions, I feel like with this Cancer, honestly, that's really hard to say, is because I feel like when they came into your life, they met you, they wanted to love you. This is similar to the Aries a little bit. They couldn't. They couldn't. So I feel like this could have been a situation where they're like, I can't let Aries get too close, or I'm just going to tap dance and play all kinds of games on Aries' heart until they let go of me, until they break. And you know what I'm saying? Cut off that energy until they get enough of my game playing. Because I don't think their intentions was ever to stop playing games because of their hurts, their brokenness. All right. So let's see here. This is for Aries inquiring about a Leo. What was this Leo's intentions towards Aries? Okay. What is this Leo's intentions towards Aries? Mm. I'm sorry. Oh God. Whew. Mm. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this like more. Um. mm. All right. I started laughing because I got that song. Was it by Roy Jones? How's the song go? I started hearing I smoke, I drink, I'm supposed to stop, but I can't. But the part that I heard first was, how's it go? I'm a dog. Let me see if the lyrics. I can't remember, heard that song in so long. Oh my God. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the part I heard first was, I'm addicted to cars and clothes. Okay, that whatever that part is, that's what I heard first. But I heard I'm a dog. So, with that being the preface of this Leo here, okay? So the first card that we got out was Snake, deception, shady, temptation, enemy. We got separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. We got the Phoenix. The Phoenix came in reverse, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundary, still angry, and the Axe. Okay, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Aries. First of all, when you first met this person, your intuition was telling you that they were no good. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. If your Leo is a saint, if they wait on you hand and foot, if they're honest, if they're, you know what I'm saying, they're lovey-dovey, this is not your reading. This is a dog, okay? Because when I first heard that part of the song, I heard the song, wherever part of the song it says I'm a dog, like it started saying that. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics um when I finish here. Six of Wands and the Ten of Swords here. They liked a lot of attention, and betrayal was their middle name. Okay, to them, I don't even think here, but it was. I don't think this person would consider it betrayal. I'm gonna say that maybe that's just how this type of person is. They do what they want when they want type of mentality. Tell me about what this person's intentions were towards Aries. We got the Page of Cups. We got the Magician. Yeah, they were playing games. Tell me about what this person's. We have the Empress, the Chariot. Oof, and we got the Death card. An ending here. Where's this? Yeah, let me use this term. You know, I will say this though. I'm not saying that this person is like a narcissist, like they don't care about your feelings or anything like that. I do see them liking you. I do look at this. Unhealthy and or dangerous lifestyle. That song, was it I smoke, I drank, like they could do things like that, intentionally holding back. Ooh, spell work involved. Okay, so that's confirmation if you knew about that. But anyways, I feel like this person's intentions was never a relationship. I'm gonna tell you that. This may have been one of the biggest love bombers, okay? Especially with this Empress here in the Chariot, because I feel like somebody wanted to make you think that they were going to go the distance with you. Like this was going to be it. There was a lot of passion here, really great sex, whatever. But they wanted you to think that this relationship was going to be something. It was going to be an end all, be all. I'm not saying this person didn't like you. I do think there was feelings here. I do think there was emotions here. But for whatever reason, I just keep getting this is a big ass love bomber. Like the Knight of Cups usually signifies a love bomber, but I'm getting here with this Magician and this Empress here. Like this is somebody who really maybe built you up, like really made you, and maybe it's because you did that to them. You know, Leos really like that attention. They like to be glorified, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you made them feel good anytime. And, you know, that's kind of like the narcissistic trait. When somebody, you know, is making somebody feel really good, they do want to keep them around, right? Until you stop. And then they discard you or they find somebody who's doing it more or doing it better. I'm just saying this person's intentions was never to be loyal. Okay, Aries, whoever this is, whoever you're dealing with, it was never to be loyal. They may have ghosted you, or you may have abruptly ended a conversation or a situation and haven't talked to them for a while because you may have angered them. You may have triggered something in them. You may have pissed them off. And that's what they do when people piss them off. They put them in timeout like you're a child. Like seriously, like it is a little narcissistic, you know, like instead of communicating and talking to you and talking it out, nope, I'm going to block you. I'm going to ghost you. You go sit over there until I'm ready to unblock you and talk to you again. Like, that's what I'm getting here. Like, I feel like you were really to glorify them or make them feel good. Your feelings really didn't matter in the situation. Even at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of feelings and emotions that felt like love in this connection, though. Like they felt like love. But once somebody pissed somebody off, see, we have intentionally holding back, lack of effort, waiting for you to take action. That card should say waiting for you to chase them, because that's what I'm feeling. Clarify this death card here. Tell me about this death card. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Tell me about the death card. Five of Swords, the narcissist card. Let me tell you something. That Five of Swords wanted to go in reverse. So let me tell you this, Aries, if this is a person who ghosted you and you're hurt and you've been out of shape about it and whatnot, and you haven't heard from them still, because maybe you took your power back and you didn't chase them. Good for you. They're hurt. I think you flipped the script on this person. Okay. The Five of Swords wanted to come in reverse, kind of confirm that for me, because that's what I was feeling anyway. Even if you're not talking to this person, and they expected you to chase them and you didn't chase them, you bent them out of shape because they were expecting you to come after them and you didn't. This person maybe have indulged in an unhealthy lifestyle, unprotected sex, drugs, alcohol, partying. They may have tried to work spell work on you when you didn't come back. Okay. And they're intentionally holding back. But yeah, that's real egotistical. That's real in your ego. Like, instead of someone picking up the phone and calling you, somebody picking up the phone and calling you, they'd rather put a spell on you to try to get you to come. Isn't that's fucking psycho? All right. Instead of them picking up the phone and calling you, I'm sorry, underneath when your bra start itching. So that's what. But yeah, when I started hearing that song first, what is that song? I can't remember where it says. It must be like, no, it's Do It Big then. But there is a part of the song. It's like, I'm a dog. I don't know. My phone's dead, so I can't look it up. That was the first thing I heard. But then when I started realizing what the song was, I was like, oh, okay. I smoke. I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't. Yeah, that whoever this is, they must be really about that life. All right. But not in that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say they're in the streets, but I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting. All right, Virgo. Virgo. So make sure if you know this person you're inquiring about, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, all of that, which I know a lot of you probably do, check all of that. This is for Aries inquiring about a Virgo. What is this Virgo's intentions? What were they? Are there intentions for Aries? What is this Virgo's intentions for Aries? Third party, interference, cheating, competition, and mistress. At the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual awakening, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth. I just heard spirit had an intention for this person. The Holy Spirit, God, had an intent. So this might be a deep one, Aries. So let's see here. I feel like this person was placed in your life for a reason. That's why the spiritual awakening card is here. We have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, and jealousy, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. I can tell. So we also got soulmates, okay, a soul contract, soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. We got girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries and healthy choices. So making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So let's see. This is Virgo. We already know at the back there's a third party situation here involving a Virgo. What is this person's intentions for Aries? What was this person's intentions for Aries? 9 of Cups. And the Justice. Libra energy here. And the 7 of Cups in reverse. Tell me more. 5 of Wands. Competition, drama, arguing, fighting. Give me one more. Seven of Swords and the Moon. Woo. Aries, this person came into your life to teach you how to use your intuition. Okay. I feel like this person came into your life. It's clear as day there was some sort of cheating involved. But this person, whoever this Virgo is to you, if they were the person who cheated on you or whatever, this person who came into your life, it was just, this is because when I first heard the third party, saw the third party card, I heard spirit. Spirit had an intention. So I feel like this person was placed in your life. They may have been very desirable to you, like where you were drawn to them. It felt like the connection was a wish fulfillment when it started. They may have felt like that with you, like you were a wish fulfillment in their life. But this was a karmic situation from the jump. This person was placed in your life to teach you a lesson. Okay, there may have been a really strong connection between you two, but it was an empath and narcissist paradigm. Okay, somebody was being used at all times. There was a giver, there was a taker. I feel like this person came into your life from spirit. So the spirit's intention for this person was for them to trigger your growth, to trigger your spiritual awakening. Okay. And that's interesting because mystery is underneath and it says unknown, enigma, illusion, confusing. And the 7 of Cups here is in reverse. And 7 of Cups upright is confusions, illusions, options, But here in reverse is a better energy. It means clarity. Ooh, goodness. You're seeing what you're supposed to see. You're seeing maybe the drama this person causes in your life, the lying, the deception, the hiding things, because all of these are very malicious energies here, especially with the Moon card here. It means a lot of hidden motives, a lot of secrets, a lot of things done behind your back, behind closed doors intentionally. Everything was thought out, planned, with this person. So it was never, but I do believe if this was a lover, there was a soulmate connection here. There really was. I just felt like this person here came in, ignored the fact that there was a soulmate connection, and just did what they wanted to do. But they were supposed to. This person's purpose in your life, I feel, was to teach you a lesson. Okay? And that lesson was to show you how to listen to your intuition. Okay? See, that's the thing about karmics, that when you come into your life, there is an intense pull between you two. I don't even know. I don't know if you would consider, I consider everybody in your life a karmic. I feel like when people come into your life and they have a significant role, in your life, it could be teaching you a good lesson, like, teaching you how to be loved, to experience love, or they could be teaching you how to love, how to let yourself be loved. It's all different things, whatever you want to call it. But that intensity, that intense karmic relationship where the sex is amazing, where, you can't get enough of each other, you can't breathe, but it's unhealthy. There's an attachment there that's supposed to be there. So you can learn, one, probably how to love yourself, how to set boundaries, how to not let somebody walk all over you. And Spirit makes it very hard. It makes it very hard intentionally, right? Because if you weren't that attracted to the person, if you didn't really care about them, if there wasn't a strong chemistry, it'd be very easy to just, sometimes it has to be, that's our hardest test, when there is a strong soulmate connection, because then you have to make the decision, is it me or is it you? And it always, just a hint for the test, Aries, it always should be you. Okay? It always should be you. You should never be putting anybody in front of you, ever. Okay? You should be selfishly selfish. Okay? So yeah, I do believe this person, though, came into your life to trigger some sort of spiritual awakening within you. All right, let's see here. Aries dealing with a Libra, or wanting to know Libra's intentions. Aries, let's see here. What was this Libra's intentions? Ow. Cut my, ooh, that hurt. Hold on. Cut my finger on a knife yesterday. And it's right where I shuffled. Okay, Aries inquiring about a Libra. What was this Libra's intentions for Aries? So Aries, um, smelling something more than my candle. Got a whiff of that cigarette smoke again. I feel like, I don't know, it could be somebody passed on that happened the other day. I don't know what that happened during. But anyway, so we got date, courting, dating, anniversary, meet up. We got reconciliation, okay? Reunion, second chance, back together, and I miss you. Somebody wants to come back, Aries. We got legal matters. Isn't that interesting? Because this is Libra card. Justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. Let's see here. What is this Libra's intentions? For right off the bat, it feels like somebody wants to be with you, but they definitely want to come back to you. And someone misses you, Aries. So let's see here. What is their intentions? What is this Libra's intentions towards Aries? Ooh, we got the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, the Seven of Swords. The Hangman. The Ace of Pentacles. It looked like the Ace of Pentacles wanted to come in reverse. The King of Cups and the Three of Cups crossing. Definitely reconciliation energy. Tell me about the King of Cups. And that Hierophant wanted to come out. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Chariot. This is interesting. This is interesting. I feel like if you're in disconnection from this Libra Aries, they definitely want to come back. They want to sneak back into your life some way. They want to, like, if they did something for them to be out of your life, they don't really want to discuss what happened. While you guys broke up, we got love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. And we got butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing, the inner child, and growth. I don't know. It's like with the Five of Pentacles here, the Seven of Swords, and the Hangman, I was getting this energy of someone here wants to come back, but they could have ghosted you, or it's just been a really long time of not speaking. But I'm almost getting this kind of energy like somebody wanted to take from you. They wanted to take something from you. There is an admiration and a love here. Or this could be, if it's not like they're doing this intentionally, this could be the energy that they bring in around you. When this person is in your life, maybe your finances are depleted, or you struggle a lot, and it's because of their energy is kind of off. I'm not gonna say bad, but it is off. It is off. And because what I'm seeing here is that this person wants to come back into your life and heal with you. Three of Cups, reconcile here. There's some sort of love, emotion, something here about success too. And the Six of Swords here, they want to get over whatever conflict or whatever happened, whatever drama, argument that happened, and they want to heal. They want balance. They want this relationship to go to the next phase. I don't know if this is an intentional thing, but when this person is in your life, it's very draining. Okay, it's very draining. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Hangman. And like I said, the Ace of Pentacles kind of came in reverse. So this is not really their intention, but this could be just like a subconscious or an energetic thing. When they come around you, it's draining. I don't know. Is this intentional? Is this intentional, Spirit? Page of Swords here. Three of Swords. Page of Cups. I feel like it's intentional. All pages. Wow. I don't think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's in page. And it's just like when this person is near you, expresses love to you. Like I'm getting, maybe Aries, you're dealing with an energy vampire because I don't think it's intentional. I think it's when this person is with you, there's an energy about them, but they're wanting to reconcile is their intention. I just needed to see though if like because at first it was coming out as like somebody wanted to reconcile with you just so they can make you lose something or so if that resonates, then if you felt that like somebody didn't have some pure intentions and they're Libra and they're wanting to come back, take that message because it's very strongly here of it's very strong energy here of somebody being around somebody or coming towards them to drain them. Now, this could be an energy thing where this person is just their energy. When they come around you, they take, energetically. So there's some sort of energy vampire. But if they're not doing that intentionally, I just think it's the energy that this person, I don't know. I don't know. Give me one more. Give me something. Very strange energy here. All right. Thank you. The bottom of the deck is intentional. I think it's intentional because that's what I was getting at first. Almost somebody wanted to come back around you to drain you, to take from you, to lie, to steal from you. And the Page of Swords here could have been like a very petty energy. We got fake friends, fake jealous family of friends are involved, influenced by people with ill intentions and sweet talker. Ah, mm, definitely wanting to come back into your life. Definitely wanting to come back into your life. Obsessed and infatuated. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. So maybe this is somebody who just has financial difficulties. And they know that you're good. So they come back to you, then they would use you. Okay. There would be some sort of deception around the reason why they're coming back. Now, do they love you? It looks like there's some emotions here. It does. Really looks like there's some strong emotions here, but it feels like somebody could be very draining. Very draining. So if it's not energy, it's your bank account for sure. All right. I think it'll be different. I think it was so vague because I think it's probably different for a lot of people. But let's see here. Scorpio. Oh, goodness. As soon as I said Scorpio, I heard thunder outside. Let's see here. What was Scorpio's intentions to the Aries who are watching? I love a good thunderstorm, especially when I'm in sleep. All right. What was a Scorpio's intentions towards the Aries who are watching? What was the Scorpio's intentions to an Aries that is watching? What was the Scorpio's intention to an Aries that's watching? Okay. Yeah, one more card here. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm looking at my candle. All right. So Aries, dealing with a Scorpio, I feel like this person's intentions was always to keep you as an option. Okay. Always to keep you as an option. They always had other options. They always had choices. They all, you know what I'm saying? The thing is that I'm seeing here though, is that I feel like this person, this is another one of those readings. And I think it was like the Virgo one where it's like spirits intention for you when you had this person. This was some sort of this soulmate connection. Okay. We got soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract. That's the word. Soul contract. Ooh, I just got really intense ringing in my ear, in my left ear. Soul contract. You got crossroads. Let me just show you the cards. Crossroads. Choice, multiple options, turning point, indecisive. We got mirror. Okay. Mirroring each other's self image. Relationships reflect our wounds. Introspection. We got lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. I said soulmates. And then we also got free agent. Okay. I do what I want when I want mentality. And at the bottom of the deck, full of lies, dishonest and or deceptive, heartbreak. And look at that. Soulmate is underneath there too. Heartbreak, hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment, and hands of cards. Again, player. So I feel like this person's intentions, Aries, was always to be dishonest, was always to play games, was always to have multiple options. I don't think that they expected to fall in love with you, though. Okay. I don't think they expected to fall in love with you. So, and I feel like there was a mirror reflection here between you two where, like it says, you were reflecting their wounds back. Okay. And that's a problem. Okay. Especially for somebody who's not healing. Loud thunder now, especially for somebody who's not healing or not wanting to do the healing work on themselves. You may trigger something in them because of their not healing, right? And if they don't want to work on it and they don't want to change, it's going to be a really nasty situation. But this is somebody here who's always had the intention of keeping their options open. Most people who want to keep their options open all the time, they're afraid of commitment. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They're afraid of just being with one person because, again, if you're with one person, you're all in. If you're all in, that's a lot to lose. But if you've ever been in love and you're all in, you know that's a lot to gain too. Okay. It's crazy because so many people will miss out on love, which is the highest vibration of all. Love will bring money in, love will bring, abundance in, and all kinds of things, your manifestations in, but they would rather be in a lower state, a lower vibration. Look at that, the Ace of Cups wanting to come out and not experience that. There's people who are married who are not in love, and if there was love, if there were operating through love, so much can be created with two people who love each other or in love. But if there's low vibrational energies, as in deception, cheating, options, you can't really ascend together. So this is why there is a separation. Thundering is starting to get louder and louder. All right, let's see him. This person's intentions with Aries, even though we've pretty much seen it. Seven of Pentacles here, crossing. Five of Cups. Oof, the Sun in reverse. Now, the Sun, even if it's in reverse, it's never a negative card, but it's not the highest energy. And the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like somebody here is regretting or will be regretting not giving what they could have given to this relationship or marriage. Some of you could have been married. The Five of Swords here is a manipulation card. It means that somebody was playing games, mind games, mental games. They were trying to win. Like the relationship was a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as they came out on top, thunder's getting loud. As long as they came out on top, they were good. What did Amy Winehouse say? Love is a losing game, right? You're not going to, if you're going to play it as a game, you're going to lose. And I feel like somebody here played this as a game and they're in regret. 5 of Cups here. 7 of Pentacles here can sometimes be a card of wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Like in reverse, it's a waste of time. You've invested so much into a situation and you didn't get anything back. What I was getting when this card first came out is that I felt like, oh my God, I know y'all saw that. That's so crazy. Um, did y'all see that? I saw that on the screen, but I did not see it in real life. That was an orb. I saw it. I saw it that time. Sometimes you guys be saying you see it. I saw it on the screen, but I did not see it in real life. There is something here. All right. So if something appears on the screen right now, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Anyways, the 7 of Pentacles here, when this card first came out, I immediately got that somebody throughout the whole connection was always contemplating of investing, but never did invest like they needed to. And again, this could have been, you guys could have been married. This could have been a marriage, or this just could have been a long-term relationship. Somebody wanted to give, wanted there to be equal give and take, but they never did. And I feel like that was a way of control or manipulation that they never gave what they could or should have. If there would have been an equal give and take, this would have been a balanced soulmate connection and it would have thrived. It would have worked out. I feel like one person in this relationship suffered because the other person decided to do what they want and keep their options open. This person's intentions for you, Aries, was always to put you in a confusing state. So that was to play, was to juggle. Let me just say that. Did they love you? Yes. But they always had the intention of keeping their options open, being a free agent, having multiple options, never making a decision. They just, I felt like, thought that you were always going to be there. That was crazy. Who is here? Like, who is in here? Who was that? Who was that? Like, I'm sitting here thinking about that. Like, that was someone. Like, that was someone, y'all. That was someone. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Um, all right. Moving on to Sagittarius, Aries. Um, okay, Aries inquiring about a Sagittarius to see what their intentions were. Aries inquiring about a Sagittarius to see what their intentions were. Let's see here. Constant. What was this Sagittarius's intentions with Aries? Heartbreak. Hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. At the bottom of the deck, we have fated meeting, meant to be, destiny, predetermined, and encounter. Row! We sleep. What was Aries, not Aries, excuse me. What was the Sagittarius's intentions for Aries? What was the Sagittarius's intentions with Aries? Wow. This is a little different. Oh, I just saw it again. Oh, this is my ancestors right here. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see here. That's my grandparents. This picture right here, my grandparents. And I just saw an orb, and I also have my brother's picture down here. My uncle. It's very close to me. All right. So let's see here. What was this person's intentions? Ooh, this is a hard one, Aries. And not that I don't understand it. I definitely understand it. It's just a hard one to have to read and tell someone. Okay. This person loved you. First, let's say that. Um, okay, let me just read the cards and I'll make it easier. We got heartbreak. We got heartbreak, hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. We got paradise. Okay, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. We got engagement. Um, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. We got true love. We also got sexually transmitted disease, diagnosis, symptoms, fear of exposure. We got deception. Okay. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And at the bottom of the deck, true love again. Okay. This is a romance of a lifetime. Fated meeting. At the bottom of the deck, oh, we do have karmic relationship. Aries, this feels like, I don't know if this person knew they had an STD when they first got with you. I don't think their intention was to give you an STD. I do think their intention was to hide it. Okay. Whether they knew about it when they first got with you, like they knew about it before they got with you, like this is something they brought into the relationship, or this is something that they picked up through the relationship. Um, because they're devastated about it. Um, so I don't know if this is something that's not curable, but it seems like you were their true love, are their true love. They really love you. Oh, here, let's see here. Now, this is not going to be everybody's story, so please do not make it fit. If you know this already, then you know this is your story. Let me see here. Holy Spirit, tell me about what this person's intentions were for Aries. Yeah, Two of Cups. I know they love you. There's a soulmate connection here. This is. Tell me about this person's intentions. The Page of Swords. That's kind of like my petty card. You know, immature. The Hangman. I don't like that. What was this person's intentions? The World card. And the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna do a second one for Sagittarius because I have to tell you what this is. This is not gonna be everybody's story, but I have to say what I'm getting. And the Eight of Wands. I feel like this person, I don't want to say if this person tried to intentionally give you an STD or something like that or trap you, but maybe they did. Okay, there's a strong possibility that they did. And it could have been that, or it could have been that they loved you, they didn't want to tell you they had it, and they felt like you loving them, if you found out by that time, it would be okay because you were in love. Honestly, like truly, that's what I'm getting here. The happiness, expansion, joy. This person really felt like you were their paradise, their love, like they want to marry you. They wanted to marry you. But there was deception here. There was deception here. This could have been a situation where they picked it up during the relationship. Okay. They could have picked it up during the relationship. I'm not going to say this person came into the relationship having it, but a lot of people do. Okay. A lot of people do. So they could have picked it up during the relationship and then just, didn't tell you. And that was the heartbreak and the deception here. And I'm seeing a lot of immaturity. I am getting a lot of immature energy. Like they withheld information knowingly. And I am getting, for somebody did try to keep somebody stuck, trap them, make them be your end all be all. You know what I'm saying here is very, the Knight of Swords here, it would very much so hurt somebody, piss somebody off, make them angry. And they could have been entertaining other options with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. You could have children with this person here. You could know about this by now, right? And with the Four of, ooh, you know how you can see thunder coming? I saw that lightning. Um, we're going to have to close this out soon. This person could have known that they had it. They could have known they picked it up, and they did not communicate with you how they should have. They withheld information. And I feel like somebody just was like, we love each other so much. If Aries finds out, they're going to stay with me because we love each other by now. All right. So let me just go ahead and close that out. That, as much as I want to say that's not everybody's story, that could be a lot of people's story. Okay. It really could be. So let me do a second story for Sagittarius. Ooh, let's get over here a little bit. That thunder is getting bad. All right. All right. So it's not Sagittarius. This is the Aries dealing with a Sagittarius. But let's see here. Make it quick. It won't be long. So Aries, what was this another Sagittarius's intentions with you? We got legal matters. Okay. Justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. Ooh, this is just as bad. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. I want to say this, whatever this Sagittarius did to you, they're getting karma for it. We got rumors and gossip, talking, discussing information that may or may not be true. All right. What was this Sagittarius's intentions with Aries? Oh, I heard revenge. I heard revenge. So this has to be somebody that you have history with. This has to be somebody that you have history with, Aries, for there to be revenge. It means that something has had to happen. I don't know if this is really a lover. I don't know if this is a lover or not. But I told you we have legal matters, divorce, balance, judgment, stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack, and rumors and gossip. Rumors and gossip came in reverse, talking and discussing information that may or may not be true. We got this hangman energy here. We got the Queen of Swords. We got the Death card, and we got the Page of Swords. Somebody wanted to end something for you. Somebody wanted to end a situation for you. They wanted to get some sort of justice. They wanted to get some sort of payback. They wanted to get some sort of revenge. With this legal matters, it may not be actual legal matters. I'm getting this as justice. It's like somebody wanted to take justice into their own hands and stab you in the back because of something they heard. Somebody told this person something. And with the rumors and gossip, it may not be true, especially because it came in reverse. The Page of Swords here, like I said, this is my petty card. Withholding information, half truths, gossip, something that may not be true. And because of that, with the Queen of Swords here and the Death card, look how she's looking. She wants to use that sword to end something for you, to stop something, to look at that. Even at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands here. This is drama, arguments, conflict, fighting. Ooh, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Swords. Ooh, and somebody is not over something. They are not over it. They won't let it go, actually. Got Gold Digger here too. So let me see what's at the bottom of this. Fear, afraid, uneasy, suspicion, and scared. So you may have known about it. You may have felt that. But Sagittarius, look, Aries dealing with Sagittarius. all across the board. Leave them. Okay? Leave them. All right? Get away from them. Maybe it's somebody who has Sagittarius in their chart too. All right, let's take a look. 11922. This is for Aries inquiring about a Capricorn. What is a Capricorn's um intentions for Aries? What is a Capricorn's intention for Aries? What was the Capricorn's intentions for Aries? Let's see here. Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. Oh, child. Somebody tried to take something into their own hands. We got spiritual awakening at the bottom of the deck, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth. Somebody tried to take something into their own hands. But this was definitely something that was supposed to happen. Ghosted, disappear, silence, ignore, and rejected. What was this Capricorn's intentions towards Aries? Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. Heartbroken, um, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling loss, grieving, or mourning you. This was some supernatural. It's interesting because we got supernatural and ghosted. Ooh. All right. All right. What was this Capricorn's intentions for Aries? Somebody wanted to keep you waiting. Somebody wanted to keep you waiting. Well, we got that with the ghosted, clearly, with the disappear, silence, ignore, rejected. I'm even getting like they wanted to block something for you or wanted you to make you confused. With the Queen of Wands here, the Knight of Pentacles, somebody found you very attractive and they wanted to continue with whatever you guys had. But with the Three of Swords here, somebody may have went to towards something else here. I want to tell you this. I don't know if it's kind of like Scorpio. I don't know which one it was. I don't know which one it was. I think that was Sagittarius. Three of Wands here. It's like somebody wanted to intentionally do something. Now, I don't know if this was after the breakup or during the relationship. Let me see here. Did you reject Aries? Did you reject this person? Did you reject this person? For an Aries, let me see this. For an Aries who rejected a Capricorn, who um and that this is not about their feelings because I keep remember this is their intentions. But let me tell you this. For an Aries who rejected a Capricorn, you really hurt them. You broke their heart. Really. I think they may have tried to do something. I don't know what. Now, this could have been like, I mean, it's not really revenge cheating if you broke up with them, right? But if you were together, it could have been like a revenge cheating. I feel like they may have done something where they turned to someone else, is what I'm getting. What did this Capricorn do? Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is definitely some sort of karmic situation. Tell me about this temperance here. I feel like they tried to find balance or happiness in someone else or something else. And it could have been somebody connected to you. Okay. Let me say that. With the addiction card here, Aries, I feel like this person's one of you, somebody was very addicted to the other. There was codependent obsession, possession, controlling has a block. If somebody ghosted somebody or cut them off, let's say they ghosted you, they cut you off. Okay. It was almost like because you pissed them off and they're trying to teach you some sort of lesson. Okay. This person thought that maybe they had a God complex of some sort. This is if they cut you off. If you cut this person off and you ghosted them, they went towards someone else. It feels like a karmic who they thought that they were going to get some sort of healing. They were going to find balance through. They were going to be able to replace you with, and they didn't. Okay. I don't know what the dynamic of the relationship was before, but I am getting that this particular Capricorn tried to teach you a lesson or tried to make you see what you were losing is what I'm getting, or what you lost. I don't know if they tried to block anything for you, but that's what I'm getting. This Capricorn wanted you to see what they lost. Now, Capricorn is never going to tell you. Sometimes they're not even going to show you any emotion. But I feel like they will do things. We got bad temper, anger issues. We got possessive, desire to own or dominate, and hiding secrets. So if there was a desire to own or dominate, they're not going to tell you. Okay, with the hiding secrets. But they did do something. I don't know if this third party situation, this heartbreak, this cheating happened while you two were together, or if this is something they went off and did after the ghosting, no matter who ghosted who, something like that. And look at that at the bottom of the deck. I'm addicted to having sex with you. A direct message to you from your person's energy. There's addiction. There's some sort of, so if you cut this person off, Aries, they couldn't handle it. They couldn't take it. Now, did they tell you? Maybe not. Did they let you know? Maybe not. But they really couldn't take it. And I even I don't know if I showed this, but the heartbreak card was here too. Soulmate was at the bottom of the deck. And we even got unfinished business. It's not over. Patterns, back and forth, baggage, and regret. Mistake, guilt, wrong choice, and apology. I think it's kind of like Sagittarius, where this person wanted to teach you a lesson, but they didn't tell you, right? They didn't say, look what I did. I just think this is kind of, and that's why I got revenge cheat. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying you cheated on them. You could have. Maybe you did cheat on them. If you did, then you know where the revenge cheating is coming from. But if you didn't, I think it's more like, because you left me, because you broke my heart, because you discarded me, and we could have been warranted. I don't know, Aries. You could have broke up with them, broke the relationship off because you felt you needed to. But anyways, because you did that to them, they went and did something, XYZ. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's what is definitely something hurtful. So they could have went, and it's definitely, I want to say it's somebody you connected to. I want to say, I'm not going to get into that. That's triggering, but they went and connected with somebody and it was hurtful. So, all right. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. Play it back if it didn't, because it made sense to me. And whoever this, I'm going to say this though. Capricorn is giving off a very crazy, crazy vibe. It's definitely, without even the devil coming out there, is giving off very toxic energy, devil type of energy. You know, it was like for their own personal pleasure that they went off and did something, even though they knew you may never find out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of crazy, that kind of cycle where they went and either connected with someone, hooked up with someone, did something. They felt like you would never find out. There wasn't, but it made them feel better to know that they did something that they thought might hurt you. Okay. So, all right. So Aquarius, Aries inquiring about an Aquarius. What is this or is an Aquarius's intentions towards Aries? Reconciliation, reunion, second chance, back together. I miss you. Oh shit. Family. This came out. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Family. You guys, this could be a family situation, or you guys could have children together, or you felt like family. I don't know. Generations, children, ancestors, and origin. Like you could have been lovers who had children together, or family, because you got romantic feelings, falling in love, affection, happiness. I don't know. We'll take it how it resonates. Let's see. What is this Aquarius's intentions? We got date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date, talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages, arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. They could be waiting for you to contact them, Aries, wanting you to contact them. Oh, all right. So this person has low self-esteem and they're insecure. So if they're not reaching out to you, they may have insecurity issues. Maybe they're afraid of rejection. Um, I feel like with the date card, they may be trying to replace you, even if it's a friend. I don't know. They may be trying to replace you. What is this person's intentions, or what are their intentions with Aries? You're coming out, Aries. Ace of Wands and the Emperor. They wanted some passionate, like Aries, this person wants to start over. Okay? They want to sex you down, they want to love you down. they want to be back with you. The Devil here in reverse. They want to be back with you in the Four of Swords. They may not be speaking on it, they may not be saying it, or they could be trying to heal themselves, the situation or issues that they have. What this person's intentions for Aries? They want to heal something. Page of Cups. They want to express their love and emotions for you. Maybe even apologize. If this is a new person, well, no, it's not a new person because it's a reconciliation. Woo! Well, look at the Nine of Swords and the Empress. I feel like somebody really feels like they missed out on your love, is what I want to say. So if this is a family member, maybe it's a mother. I just saw something else. It could be, I'm seeing the Empress and the Emperor. You guys could have been married, had a very strong connection, soulmate connection. That is like divine feminine, divine masculine. That's the mother and father of the tarot. So it could be a lot of different things. But I do know that this person wants a new beginning with you. They want to love you. They either love you or are in love with you, and they cannot express it. You could have had some sort of glow up too, right? Because there's an insecurity, low self-esteem when it comes to you, Aries. You could have had some sort of glow up, and they just really don't know how to come back and approach the situation. All right. So I did the strong energy of someone trying to replace you. Or, if it's a family situation, like they hanging out with somebody else more than what than they hang out with you or hung out with you. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's take a look at Pisces. Let's take a look at Pisces. So for Aries dealing with a Pisces, what are their intentions? Aries dealing with a Pisces, what was this person's intentions? We got social media, spying, online dating, reminiscing, and networking. We got unexpected, surprise, unpredictable, shocking, and unusual. We have heartbreak, hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. I can't see. All right. Um, What was this person's intentions towards Aries? Okay. We have the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. I don't know if this was a love situation, but maybe you guys met on social media. Maybe they're spying on you. Okay. Maybe this was an online dating situation, or they're reminiscing and they're looking at your pictures. There's something here that was unexpected. There's something here that and look at this girl here is holding her phone and she's looking at something. So did this person see something on your social media that they weren't expecting? And it broke their heart, or that is you, Aries, if that's, vice versa. I don't know. But whatever it was, I don't know if somebody cares or not. Let me see here. I'm also getting like this. If this is not a love situation, be careful of anybody coming towards you, Aries, on social media, wanting to connect to you. One maybe could even be wanting to network with you, and they do something that is shady, unexpected, and it really hurts. And this person has no remorse because they don't care about anybody but themselves. So be careful who you connect with too, because if there's somebody new coming towards you, they may have an intention of really just using you. Okay. But what's this person's intentions towards Aries? We have the World card. That's online, something to do with online, at a distance here. We have the Ten of Cups and the Emperor. There wants to be some sort of connection. There wants to be some sort of connection with you, Aries, a relationship. But look at that, at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. It could be to use you. It could be some sort of a betrayal involved. Or this person just wanted to use you or have some sort. Ooh, wow. Ten of Wands, an ending. This person could have just wanted to start a relationship knowing that they were going to manipulate you. That. Let me tell you, whether this is romantic, whether this is business or whatever, like it's like somebody wanted to connect with you to use you. Whether it was for romantic feelings, whether, they actually cared about you, or I'm going to say nobody's going to do that if they actually care about you, but I don't know, there's like some sort of emotions or feelings here. And it was always to discard. I want to say that. With the Five of Swords here and the World card, it was always to end it. And the Ten of Wands, it was always to end it. There was never an intention to have something that was long standing. It was like whoever this Pisces is, Aries, they always start, the intention was always to end whatever they started with you. Whether that's discarding you and you not knowing, or using you, and all right, I'm done with Aries now. They can skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? Because at the bottom of the deck we got anxiety, stress, depression, panic attacks, restless, and unknown, enigma, illusion, and confusing. If this is a love situation, give us more here. If this is a love situation, I get though with this Pisces, this could be twin flame. If this, I get with this Pisces one, this doesn't have to be a love one, but it could be. I'm still a snake. I haven't changed. A direct message from you, a direct message to you from your person's energy. Important message your person wants you to know. Gold digger. All of those things I said. If this is somebody seeing you online, Aries, your success, what you do, what you put out, they're wanting to connect to you to use you, to network, and it's going to end up with some sort of unexpected twist, and you're going to end up heartbroken or very disappointed because this person was a narcissist and their whole goal was to use you anyways. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay, that gold digger card definitely confirms that. If this was a romantic situation, there was somebody here who had romantic feelings for you, wanted to pretend like there was a relationship, or you guys were going to be something, or there was going to be, the end all be all was going to happen, and ended it. You know what I'm saying? Once they got what they could get, or once things started getting too dangerous, too heated, too much for them, they ended the situation. And that's why I said it was manipulation here with the Five of Swords. Their goal was to always come on top, whether it was romantic or whether it was just platonic or business. Their goal was always to come on top. Okay, was to take, was to lie to get what they want. Okay, with the Ten of Wands here to create a lot of burdens and stress here. I feel like they wanted to end a bad situation for them by gaining from you. Tell me one more. Six of Cups here. This could have been a friend, or it could even been a soulmate. The Knight of Swords here. This person was after something. They were after something. All right, but that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. This was a long one. All right, bye.